Hi, my name is Brenda Corral-Smith, and I'm the band director here at Elsik High School.
I'm Ryan Clifton, I'm the assistant band director.
And we have a band program here that has roughly about 160 students. We teach several different bands. We have a concert band, we have a symphonic band, we have a wind ensemble, we have a mariachi group, we have 2 jazz ensembles. We also have a percussion ensemble slash winter drumline. We also have a winter guard. This year we're hoping to start our first salsa group, which will teach students how to play pretty much Caribbean and Latin rhythms.
You know, we have all kinds of people in here. We have people that have been playing for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. We have people that just started this year. We like to include as many people as we can. And performance opportunities are numerous. We go to football games, we have band contests, we have indoor drumline competitions, winter guard competitions, solo and ensemble, and there's an announcement going on while I'm trying to talk.
You know, a lot of people, they see us practice, and I don't think they realize how hard we stretch these kids. But some of our members are literally involved in every group that I just mentioned. They're some of the top students in all their classes. We usually hold, most of the band membership is in the top 20% of Elsik's senior class here. There are many studies made that
show that the participating in band, participating in the arts is one of the #1 things you can do to improve SAT scores, improve where you go to college. Colleges love seeing that you've been in band for 4 years on your college application. So it's a really good way to help yourself with your future.
Yeah. There are a lot of things that students learn while they're in band programs. You know, it's definitely the rigor is there. Discipline. Leadership skills. And so it really stretches them, beyond what your normal student that just goes to classes. For example, like our schedule. Our schedule on a daily during marching season. I mean, we're here from the time school starts, and sometimes even before school starts, all the way to usually no later than 5:45, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And if some of these kids just happen to be in other organizations within our organization, like let's say marching band plus jazz ensemble or marching band plus winter drumline, well then that's even more rehearsal for them. And so they don't seem to complain, they like it. So obviously we're doing something right around here.
Well, I think the other side of that is, we have a lot of fun. We get to go to all the football games, we get to travel a lot, we go on trips, we go all over the place. Our kids are always hanging out together and they're always having a good time. We eat a lot of pizza.
All the time. And we definitely try to keep the atmosphere of a family. We try to, I think that's one of our main focuses. Not so much, there's some band programs where they focus mainly on just scores and contests and competition and winning, and a lot of bands maybe have that and that's their priority, just winning. And for us, I think there's more than just that.
I didn't become a band director to win a bunch of competitions. I came to have a good time and to influence people's lives, and I think that we get to do that every day, and it's fun to see the kids grow up.
Yes, definitely. If my boss came in here right now and said, and I hope she doesn't hear this, but if she came in here right now and said, hey, I need you to teach math, I'd probably hand in my keys. Or science or anything like that, because I think we're pretty lucky. We get students that elect to be in band. And so it's fun. Our job, even though it does require a lot of hours, and we're usually the last ones here. Last night we had a football game, we were the last ones here, other than the cop that was waiting for us to leave. It's rewarding. There's a reward after it. We get to see, we're the only ones, other than maybe, no, we are the only ones, I think mostly that we get to see kids when they come in as 14, 13-year-olds, I guess, 9th grade, and then we keep them for 4 years. So we get to see how they change, how they grow, how their minds grow, how they evolve as musicians, as persons, or whatever, and that's the neatest thing. Some of these kids come very troubled their freshman year. They have a lot of problems, some discipline problems, some just maybe other kinds of problems, I guess, all kinds of problems, and then you see them mature, you see them grow, and then next thing you know, you're like, man, I can't believe that kid is the same kid we taught last year. And we have a lot of those stories in this band program, and we're always very open, like he said, we have all kinds of personalities, so no, not every person in band is, your straight A student. No, not every person in band is very gifted and talented, because we have some that are not. We have students in the band program. I always tell the students that we have two kinds of band people. We have the musicians, and those are the go-getters. Those are like, they love music. They'll do anything. They'll practice for hours. And then we have band students. We have those that they have a need, they want to belong in something, and so they join the band program. And that's really why they're here. They will do whatever we tell them to do, and that's good and all. But they're just here to make friends. You know, they're here to spend their time, to have a good time. And yes, while they're being here and they're hanging out, they learn a lot of things. But we kind of attract a very diverse group of students. So you don't just see the same type of student.
And I think that, you know, really all we're asking from the kids is that we want them to come, we want them to have a good time, we want them to be willing to work. And, you know, we have some that aren't musicians that we're trying to train up, but we can train them up as long as they're willing to work. So that's really all we're asking, is that kids come to us willing to get it done, willing to get some work done.
Yeah, definitely. One of the key components is that students have to be coachable. You know, you need to be able to accept when you're not necessarily, you know, have a gift in music. And so the number one thing is that you have to be coachable, and you have to be willing to take criticism on a daily, because we do it every day, every minute, every second, and it's a good quality to have, you know, as they're growing up. But let's talk a little bit about the awards and accolades that we've had in the past 3 years. I mean, this is my 30th year, and I think I'm very I thank God that I was given the opportunity to work here at Elsik High School. I always tell Mr. Cliff here that I think it's kind of odd that I kind of ended up here. I guess I never really saw myself in a school like this, because it's just really big, and I never thought I would be given the opportunity to land a job like this. But a lot of great things have happened these past 3 years. We've had numerous kids make state. We've had kids that made state that were selected as the top of the state first. So, you know, that's something really big. We've had bands that made Division 1s already in the concert part. We've had a jazz ensemble that is now being recognized across not just, you know, A-Leaf, but in other districts. They're starting to see that, man, we have some really good musicians, talented musicians here.
Yeah, and on the other side, our color guard has placed in several TCGC competitions. Our number won their caption for and won TCGC competition last year. So we have a whole lot of stuff going on here. We're winning a whole bunch of stuff, and we're trucking right along.
Just adding some more to that, some more awards that maybe we never talked about. We took some students to the leadership camp over at Texas Commerce University, and we've had students that were selected from all the drum majors that were there as outstanding students while they were there. So can you just imagine, there was like maybe 500 kids in that camp, and out of those 500, they singly hand our Elsik students, and they give them awards because they saw qualities in them that maybe other kids that were there didn't have. And all the kids that are there are officers, by the way, all of them. So on top of them, all those kids being officers, and probably the crop of every single band program around the state of Texas, our kids were chosen for that. That's one thing. We just went recently to another marching contest over in Spring, Texas, called U.S. Bands, and our drum line / front ensemble won the percussion award, the outstanding percussion award. And I mean, it's gonna keep going. You know, I'm talking about the awards. The kids are putting all the work because they like it. So in the end, they end up being nominated, and that's the coolest part about it. That we're not necessarily drilling it into them. A lot of it is them themselves, just, you know, putting in the hard work to earn these awards. And that, I mean, that's very important, and that's amazing, you know.
Plus, it is if you do the hard work, and the award will come.
Yes. We here at Elsik High School in the Mighty Ram Band believe that we are the spirit. We are the spirit of the Elsik Ram.